Hi there. My name is Raven Solomon. I am a national keynote speaker. I'm an author, and I'm also a consultant. And ultimately, what I do is I help organizations close the generational gap and develop multi-generational leaders, leaders who effectively lead across all difference. And in my work, I talk a lot about defining moments, particularly within the context of generations. And the reason being is that generations share a bunch of things in common, but one of the things that they tend to have in common is they share an age location in history. And all that means is that that generation collectively experiences certain events, key historical moments in time, social trends during the same phase of life. They occupy the same phase of life when these life-altering, society-shifting things happen. And they ultimately change what we deem as normal, and they create a new normal. These defining moments are said to be generationally altering, life-changing, defining moments. It's beyond a doubt for me that what we are experiencing right now is a generationally defining moment. We are living in unprecedented times. It's a global pandemic literally snatching the breath from people's lungs every day. We see this magnificent anti-racism revolution rising up, fighting police brutality and systemic racism that's been plaguing the Black community and communities of color since the inception of this nation. We are in a defining moment in time, unprecedented. And here's the thing, ladies, we will never get this type of opportunity again. This moment, this window of opportunity to really change the way things are in this country. We may never get this opportunity again in our lifetime. And so the question I have for you ultimately is, how will you contribute to the definition of this moment? How will you contribute to the definition of this moment? Because the definition will be written. History books will tell of this time. Your family albums will speak of what you did. Your social media history recaps will show what you were doing during this defining moment. What will it be? What will your legacy say about you? I know you've worked hard. You really have. I know. You've spent years and decades building, sacrificing, assimilating when you had to, challenging the status quo. You broke the glass ceiling. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy and grateful for that. But what now? What now? You were a phenomenal professional. But it's moments like these, defining moments, that separate the great professionals from the great women. See, great women use the space they've created to bring other women in. Great women recognize the bit of privilege they have and they leverage it for the underprivileged. Great women appreciate their success, but they are not satisfied until we've created access to that same success for everybody. Great women challenge us to be intentional and to truly create equity. to right the wrongs, to correct the course of the ship. Great women define moments. See, for me, after the murders of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, things changed. I changed. I realized that I had spent so much time and effort and energy in making a career instead of making change. Change for my community, change for my family, and change for this nation and this world. We have so much better to do, but it's going to require action. So ladies, I ask, will you join me in focusing less on the career and more on the change? Will you join me in using your influence that you've earned, your position that you've worked hard for, your social capital that you've built, your power that you've garnered, and maybe even the funds that you've saved to demand and create real, lasting, sustainable change? I'm asking you, I'm admonishing you to join me and join history in defining this moment. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're enjoying the summit, and I look forward to connecting with you. Find me on LinkedIn. I'd love to be a connection of yours and just join you and watch you as you be more intentional about creating change in your workplace, in your community, for your family, and for your country, and for your world. Thank you, ladies.